the world. I think it's recording. Hi, welcome ladies and gentlemen to the How Power Zoom. And today we are interviewing Edith Kiss. And she is a spiritual healer. A lot of people don't understand what a spiritual healer is, but she is an emotional trauma healer. So we've all experienced traumas before. So I would like to introduce to you Edith Kiss. How are you today?
Thank you, Hova. Thank you for inviting. I'm fine, thank you. I'm perfectly fine.
Now, I know that you counsel a lot of people and you help them heal spiritually through their trauma. Now, can you explain to those in an easy, simple way to those who do not understand what the chakras are in the body?
Yeah, so the chakras are not only in our body, is also above and below. So we have like 122 chakras, which related to our body, but in our body there is 7 main chakras. They are energy centers. They are energy centers in our body, and these energy centers is actually very much related to our endocrine glands, which are producing the hormones. So when we experience, and the hormones are actually mainly what is controlling our body, our biological body, our physical body, how it works, our hormones controlling our health. And then when your energy centers are drained or blocked, then also the hormone production is not properly fine. So then you can get sick. And so this energy. So when we talk about chakras and energy centers, many people start to think about it's something spiritual, it's something out of the physical things. And then we need to emphasize that we are actually spiritual beings having a human experience. And then this is actually quantum physics, this is biology, this is this is already scientifically proven in many ways. So it's not that kind of spirituality what many people is relate to. So so for me, spirituality means actually to connect to the higher realms, connect to the higher energies, what some people call God, some people call supreme pure consciousness, or just an energy center somewhere outside, in the universe, or they call it universe. So that's what I call spirituality, to be able to acknowledge that is there, and then to connect to it, and then actually leverage all of those energies.
Yes. So how does one connect the two? I want to ask this. Quantum physics and science, you know how they call celebrities stars?
Okay.
And each and every one of us are genuinely stars. And so scientifically, you could say spiritually, they are, they coincide with one another, correct?
So they call us stardust, actually, that we are stardust. Stardust, yeah. All human beings are stardust, because actually we are made of earth, we are from dust.
Stardust.
But we also have a spirit in us, so we are stardust.
Oh, this is true. Okay. So how does one become aware of the chakras, and what points are they in your body physically?
So as I said, it's aligned with the endocrine glands, but also you can actually, so there are places which was located. So where are the chakras? So it was located thousands of years ago. So we are aware where are the chakras now physically. So actually the one of the main chakra which we need to pay attention is the root chakra. The root chakra is at the bottom of your spine. By your tailbone, so it's really important, the root chakra, to keep healthy, because it's related to your physical well-being. So if you have enough food, shelter, like abundance, financial abundance, so all of this kind of how can I say, physical wellness, so is related how your chakra is actually blocked or unblocked, or how is it physically well in there, the root chakra. So if the root chakra is blocked, you experience lack of money, you experience lack of food, or lack of shelter, you know, house, or that. So really the basic physical needs you are lack of those if your root chakra is blocked. So how can it be actually blocked? So if you and then you can realize that your chakras are blocked by either by physical things, like you have already pains, or you have already related to those organs which are near to that chakra. For example, the root chakra is actually reflecting in your legs. So if you have a knee pain or something in your foot, so you have a pain in your legs, that's actually related to your root chakra. That you have issues in your roots, and then you have financial issues, that's in your legs. And because it's your stability, right? So it's actually related to your stability. And then it's emotionally, if you feel like you have no connection with your parents because that's your roots, or you have negative relationship with your parents, then it's affecting your root chakra, or vice versa. It's actually if your root chakra blocked, you are unable also to have good relationships, you know, like with but it's more like you need to focus on, with your root chakra, you need to focus on forgiveness. So forgiveness for your parents, and you need to accept your roots, even the physical roots, like the country where you are from. You need to actually have positive feelings towards your country. Many people leave their original country because they suffered there, they had a very bad environment, so they went to a new country to have a better life, and then they many times probably complaining and have a negative emotion towards their root country. But because of that, they actually experiencing hardship in getting more money, or hardship in actually having a better life, because of the root chakra get blocked, because they don't like their country. Or they have they have negative feelings towards their parents, because maybe their parents did not give them enough love or enough support, or neglected them, you know, so they complaining against their parents. And until they can't forgive to their parents, or until they don't acknowledge that they are grateful for the land where they were born, it's gonna stay blocked, the root chakra.
I believe in that wholeheartedly, because I do know that I had to forgive, you know, for serious trauma that I had when I was younger. And I had to release and let it go, and I had to talk about it, and I had to get it out, and I cried about it, and I wrote it out, and I forgave her, and I forgave myself. And then it was like things just cleared up, you know. And like you said, people move from their country to another country, but you cannot escape, because
exactly.
it's blocked in the root chakra. Now, I have another question about the chakras. I know that the Sacral Chakra, which is just above the root chakra, is the creative chakra. But do you believe that you can open that chakra and the root chakra not be opened?
Yeah. So the thing is that all the chakras can be differently blocked. So some can be aligned, some can be out of balance, some can be in balance. It depends what kind of traumas you were actually suffered from, or what kind of feelings you are having. Might someone, for example, in your case, what you're saying is like the sacral chakra is related to relationship issues, is related to mostly like also self-esteem, but towards your relationship, also how you can actually accept a long-term relationship, because somebody is hard to commit, you know, they doesn't like commitment, or this kind of things. And so it's not the same as the root chakra. So when you are, for example, are good with your parents, good with your roots, you know, the country, but you are having trouble with your partner, with your relationship, and you had physical abuse or verbal abuse, you know, then it's your sacral chakra, and the sacral chakra can be blocked due to that, and then your root chakra can be open. So they are not too much related with everything, you know. Self-esteem, the thing is that, for example, your self-esteem is actually relating all the three chakras, from root, sacral chakra, and the solar plexus. All of the three condition is actually related with your self-esteem, because obviously, if your parents doesn't love you, you have a low self-esteem. If you have relationship issues and then you are abused, you know, verbally, physically, you have a low self-esteem. And then the solar plexus is about willpower. So if your willpower is not totally fine and you are not energized, then you have low self-esteem. So those three, this is one emotion which all is present in all three chakras, or related to all three chakras, but otherwise the chakras can be differently open and differently. That's why if you check like what is your physical condition, where you have the pain or where you have actually physical issues, then you know which chakras you need to work on, because not all of them are the same. Yeah.
So let me clarify that. You said the root chakra, the sacral chakra, which is in the bladder area, and the solar plexus chakra is actually for like confidence, which is in the stomach, like the stomach.
Yeah, that's the willpower, that's the confidence, the solar plexus. Yeah, it's around the stomach. So if someone has like stomach issues, liver issues, alcoholic, for example, drinking a lot of alcohol, that means you have a low self-esteem and low willpower, you know, because you can relate easily to that, right?
Low willpower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go through all 7, and then I'm going to ask you, how do you keep them opened and aligned? So the next chakra is
the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Heart chakra. So the heart chakra is, as everybody knows, if you have a heartbreak, you know, then you have problems. Also, this is also related with the acceptance of your parents and the love of your parents. But it's like the way that they might abandon you, you know, or they left you alone and then you felt lonely. So the heart chakra is about that. And also, if you were not fully acknowledged or like left alone, mostly the loneliness is in the heart, like when you feel lonely. And then many people think that if they have the heart chakra blocked, then that's a heart issues, like for example a heart attack or something like that. But it's also related with your lungs, so you can have even lung diseases because your heart chakra blocked, like a lung cancer, or you can have asthma, for example. If your parents didn't love you, then you can actually develop an asthma from that. Or also the heart chakra is also your higher back, like that's your lungs. So it's like if you have a higher back pain, upper back pain, it's also could relate that your heart chakra is blocked, because these chakras actually are open both sides, backwards and front of your body. So they are able to like go in and out the energy. So it's open both sides. And so the next one is your throat chakra. And then the heart chakra is also, you need to do a lot of forgiveness to open it. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it later. Yeah. So the throat chakra is about truth. It's about allowing yourself to speak your truth, to write your truth. So when someone is unable to write out what she wants, like writing a book or writing her story, that's because it's blocked your throat chakra. And also, if you can't speak, someone is always telling you, "Oh, I don't interesting what you're saying," or in the for example, you're working somewhere and then they don't allow you to speak what you want, your ideas, you know, then you can experience like sickness here, like thyroid, you know, or thyroid issues, or just having throat ache, you know, or even the shoulders pain or neck pain, some issues in the neck or shoulders that's also related to this. And then it's just about truth and honesty, you know. And if you cannot be truthful and honest because people doesn't allow you to be that way, then you experience this blockages.
I want to say something about that. I had to take effective communication skills, because I would speak my truth and offend people so much, and I didn't know how not to offend them, you know, because we didn't say things so directly to anybody and everybody. And so I didn't know. Somebody told me, "Oh, your throat chakra is open," and I was like, "How do you know?" and I decided to take effective communication so that I could, you know, help those that I needed to give Reiki healing and public speaking and all that stuff too. So the next chakra is the third eye.
Third eye, yeah.
A lot of people are afraid of it. Like if you say third eye, they imagine, you know, just the scariest things. And I'm like, you need to look into it. No, I stay away from that. You know,
You
so
know, third eye is seeing the truth and seeing the future. So they are afraid of the truth. They want to live in the matrix. They want to live in lies. They want to live in about the news, what about, you know, in the television. They don't want to know the truth because that's scary, probably.
yeah.
Or they don't want to see their own future, because if you have a dark mind, I'm not saying dark mind, like if they have unpleasant thinking, you know this because you're teaching mindfulness. So if they have like an unpleasant thinking, negative thinking about themselves or whatever, then they create that negative future. So they don't want to see that negative future, but they are actually creating right now. So
Yes, you're absolutely right.
that's why they are afraid. So the third eye, if it's open, then you are able to trust the future. You are able to, and then you are able to actually see the future and also like kind of manifest it forward, because you see it, you believe it, and then the truth, like you see through the lies, you know. You can pick on people like, oh, this is a scammer, or this is a, you know, like you see what's going on,
Yes, you do.
because
And
it's your intuition, is your connection also to other realms and other like guidance,
it's
receiving
kind of
guidance.
like, I don't want I don't want to scare anyone, but it's kind of like a psychic ability.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
or
bit, it's like
which,
it's the part of extra senses already. Yeah. So
yeah,
if you train your third eye, if you train your third eye, then you are kind of getting into the psychic, yeah, phase. Yeah.
or people call it intuition,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah,
you know,
intuition.
sometimes it's like if you train it, you become.
But you know, the most of the the most of the inventions, you know, the people who did the most inventions, like Tesla or other Thomas Edison, I'm sure they had a very open third eye.
Yes, and so that's being able to use your six senses, because if you look up third eye,
Yeah.
it says the innate, you know,
Yes.
spiritual abilities that we naturally have.
Yes.
Okay,
Exactly.
and the last chakra is
The seventh on your crown chakra is the crown chakra, is the top of your aura, like this, and that's your connection to God. That's your connection to the universe, to the universal energies. So people uh, who's actually what you call it, dogma, when they don't believe in religions, you know, or they are very rigid about the religions and the spiritual things, then they have a blocked crown chakra, because they just believe in their hand power, or they just believe in the human things, you know, but they don't believe that there is a higher power. Then they block that chakra, and then they can experience headache, like migraines, or they can experience illnesses in the brain, you know, in their head. Oh, I didn't say about the third eye, what kind of physical issue can have. Like if your third eye is blocked, you can have like a sight, short sight. You are short sighted because you are short sighted, because you actually don't see the truth, you don't see the future, you are short sighted. So many people who's wearing glasses is actually because their third eye are blocked. And the ears, sometimes also you have ear pains, because you don't want to hear the truth as well. You don't
yeah.
want to acknowledge the truth. So
And,
you have,
and some people, you know, one of the things I started to master is self-awareness. And some people don't realize that they run from that truth. They resist it. You know, anytime they hear the truth, they have this resistance to it. Like, no, I don't
yeah,
believe that. You know.
of course, yeah, yeah.
So what do you have any kind of techniques? Anything someone watching this could take away from this to keep their chakras opened? Though I do believe everybody should have help. If they're looking for you
Yeah,
for trauma healing, they can find you. You can tell us that.
yeah. So for chakras, to if they are already blocked, most of the people has blocked chakras. So the main chakras which are most difficult to open them is your sacral chakra and your heart chakra if they are blocked.
Sacral
Because they,
chakra and the heart chakra.
yeah, because the sacral chakra is when you have the physical abuse, the the verbal abuse, you had relationship issues. It's like those are the deepest, how can I say, emotions, which are negative emotions and affected you the most. So to be able to open those chakras, the heart chakra, which is also related to heartbreak and loneliness, and this kind of thing, is you need to practice forgiveness, and then it also need deep meditation or like deep clearing for that. So deep healing for those two. So the heart chakra and the sacral chakra. But the other ones, for example, the root chakra is also need forgiveness, but you can do that yourself because it's your roots, your parents. You can just also go into meditation, go do prayers, but you can do those forgiveness yourself. And then the other ones are like third eye, the crown chakra, and solar plexus. That can also be solved and open up with mindfulness, like just thinking positively, believing in God, believing in yourself, high in your power, in your willpower and self-esteem. So those can be actually kept open by practicing mindfulness and positive thinking, positive affirmations, and that's keep them open and strong. Yeah.
Yes, that's beautiful. That's when I started doing Tai Chi and yoga and started to eat differently, because I noticed that just putting in the work with opening the chakras, you really do have to add to it the water and the stretching and the, taking care of your physical body to open your spirit body. Now, for our viewers who are watching this, how can they get in contact with you if they're interested in trauma healing?
So in the karma healing, what I do actually is going back to emotional traumas, like what happened to you in this life or the past life. And then because all the physical illness is related to emotional traumas, as I said about the chakras. So if you have a physical illness in your neck, or if you have a physical illness in your lungs, or you have asthma, or you have like kidney problems or liver problems, that's all related to emotional traumas in those areas. So might could be someone didn't left you alone many times. Someone that's why there are more memories we need to visit when we heal emotional trauma, because it's happened to you many times until it's piled up and become a physical issue. So might when you were a little baby, someone left you home and you were scared and you felt left alone when you were 3 years old. Yeah, they came home later and they took care of you, but then that moment is created that trauma. And then later happened again when, for example, your boyfriend left you, and then it's happened again when, for example, one of your parents maybe died or something. So it can be more memories which were like the same emotional you experience, the same emotion, like I am alone again. And then that emotion piled, and then it started to create physical effects, issues, physical illness in your body. So that's why it's good to go back and clean all the memories one by one through karma healing, Zeus memory. We call it also Zeus memory healing. So we go back and also we can also take back the client to the womb, and because sometimes you have emotional traumas when your mom is maybe feeling very bad because the father is shouting with her when she's pregnant with you, and then it's also creating emotional traumas in the baby who's in the womb of a mom. And then you can also have these traumas from previous lives. So probably in your previous life, maybe you were a slave and then someone was abusing you, or you were maybe having other troubles. I don't know. It could be many kinds of traumas, but you could have all these emotional traumas even carrying from other lives. So there is lots to clean. So
yes. So like with me, when it comes to people getting in touch with me, my name is spelled HOWAPOWER. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube under the same name, same spelling. How can people get in contact with you?
So yeah, my name is EDITB Kiss, KISS. So it's actually also I have a website like this, editbkiss.com. And also I have an English website, Rise Energy, COUK. But yeah, so both of them is fine. I'm also on Facebook, also EDITB Kiss on Facebook, and in Instagram is the same name as well. So it's just there's a dot after the B in the Instagram one. So I'm all present on these social media platforms, and then I'm always putting out videos and some education. I also have a Facebook group where I sometimes do meditations, and some meditation videos are more explanation about chakras or emotional traumas. So I try to help people to actually acknowledge what is going on in their body and how is it connected to their emotions actually.
Yes. Okay. That's excellent. And I'll definitely be posting that on here. And I want to thank you so much. I'm so grateful to have met you, first of all. And when we end this, I do have a question for you. So everyone knows where they can find you. And I definitely am grateful for you coming on.
Thank you, Hova. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know how to turn it off.
Leave. There is a leave. You can leave, no?
Oh, I see it. In meeting.
Okay.